That we beat tonight, and it's one of those teams that when we schedule a game, it's nerve-wracking to schedule a team like Furman because they're picked to win the league. From the outside, the fans are not familiar with Furman, so they all of a sudden think that you're supposed to beat them. And this is a team that certainly on any given night can beat any team in the country. They got a lot of returners. I thought we did a really good job on their two leading scorers. We did a great job getting back in transition the last couple of days. We really honed in defensively. I didn't like the fact that I thought we gave up 21 points against Miami in transition, and I didn't think down the stretch we played great defense. And so we talked about taking away their team's leading scorer and second leading scorer, and proud of our guys bounced back. It's a really good win. It's one of those wins that you'll look back at in March when we talk about quads, and you'll see that it'll be probably a quad 2, maybe quad 3, but won't be a quad 4. So excited about it. I thought L.J. Thomas came off and did a great job, coming in and with a career high. Of course, Kevin Smith has been fantastic. He's played a really, inspiring basketball so far, and it was good to see the ball go in for Jack Clark. So, questions?
3 balls really working tonight, especially early on in the game. Is that something you guys planned on trying to get going early on, or is it just finding the open guy?
Well, we went into the game plan was to go in and drive, and get paint touches, and through those drives and paint touches, we were able to get some easy shots outside. And I thought of all games, I know we've had more assistant games, but we really shared the ball. You saw a lot of one more go from one side of the floor to the other.
So you talk about sharing the ball tonight. Spoke with LJ after his breakout performance. How does it feel to just keep adding guards to an already driven team that is driven by their guards?
Well, it's I've been searching to develop our bench and kind of figuring out, I'm not in a situation where I want to play to Quavion and Jarkel 38 to 40 minutes a game. I want to give them some breaks. I think it's better for them down the stretch. And I'm looking for LJ and Breon Pass to obviously take a big step forward. And both of them are getting better. And we're doing it through the games. We're doing it through practice. But I thought LJ was really good. He played with poise. Made some good shots, drove the basket. I thought he did a really good job.
LJ got the big splash after the game. I think he said even the head coach might have splashed him.
I didn't splash him, but I got out of the way. But he did. This team is they're coming together. It's hard when you're bringing so many people from different areas and different places and different schools, but they are happy for each guy's success. And I think that's really good, and he did get drenched.
He also said that a big part of playing as a freshman is earning the trust of the head coach, especially making the most out of the minutes. I guess tonight.
Yeah. I just, when I look at it, I'm kind of old school in this area because I give our guys so much freedom offensively that you can't be a liability on the defensive end. If you would sit down and guard and come in and play and be solid, your opportunity to play is more.
Casey, Jarkel, and T all said after the game that one of the emphases going in tonight was toughness, especially after Miami. What did you see from those guys tonight, and how much did that improve, and especially in the second half?
Yeah, what I was bothered by at the Miami game was lack of toughness, both physically and mentally. And not so much physically. I just thought we did some uncharacteristic things. We didn't guard the basketball. We had blow-bys. Our ball screen coverage wasn't good. And so, we looked at each other in the eye and said, we're going to get better. Typically, I would have, just watched film with 2 days to prep after taking a long trip. We actually watched film the next day, and then we got on the floor for an hour, and we just had a complete 1 hour of defensive practice. And then obviously yesterday we prepared for Furman.
And from what you saw, how much of an improvement did it help?
It helped. Guys were locked in, outside of, I thought we gave a couple back doors, but if you only give Furman 2 back doors, then you're winning the game. So I thought it was good.
DJ talked about being selfless and that a lot of times when he had size mismatches in the paint, he would throw it out for the better opportunity. Is that kind of defining this team's identity of being selfless?
Yeah, we're talking, and we always talk about good to great. if you got a good shot, but somebody's got a great shot, make sure that you pass the ball to those guys. And it's hard because everybody, obviously the kids today, they want to score. Social media is about scoring. But to get that, and these guys are, coming together and understanding, their role and playing their role and sharing the basketball, that's a promising thing.
Can that help you in ACC play? Do you think that's an advantage?
Yeah, I do. I think it is. The more we share, I think the better team we are.
Can you just say a few words about adding Miranda to the team, what he'll be able to bring, and how quickly you'll assimilate him?
Yeah, I am so excited to have him, first of all, and he's a talented young man coming in. I want everybody to remember he is a high school kid that's coming into a program that's already been going for a while, where we've taken a foreign trip, and I think we play, 12 games. But he's talented. He runs the floor. He can block shots. He's got a skill level that's really good. He's a legitimate, in my opinion, top 30 player in the country. I do not know when he's going to play. Hopefully by the end of the week. He's cleared from everything and he can get some practice time. I wouldn't say be prepared for him to play against Vanderbilt. I wouldn't say be prepared for him to play against our next game after that. I don't know, but we're going to try to ease him in.
How impressed were you with Vernon's game tonight with the expanded role?
Yeah, I think you're talking about DJ?
Yes, sir.
I think DJ's coming along. He can pass the basketball. The one thing that hurt us when we lost Dushan is playing DJ Burns 30 minutes a game. I don't think he's ever played 30 minutes a game. And so I'm trying to figure out, a rotation where he doesn't have to play as many minutes. He's probably realistically right now, top should be 25 to 27, but not 30 to 31. But when he's in there, he's so effective. Where he's got to grow is we need him to get better defensively, especially in ball screens, because that's where Deshaun was really special at.
And you had mentioned Jack Clark, who stayed out of foul trouble.
Yeah, I did. Remember I said that, Chip, you ain't paying attention. Remember said it was good for Jack to see the ball going on. But it is good that he wasn't in foul trouble. Yeah.
You have Furman, they may be a SoCon champion, and then you got Vanderbilt coming up. The value of these two games in terms of kickstarting and then getting back into ACC play, could you just speak to that, and how excited are you for the opportunity to play a neutral site game?
Yeah, I'm excited that I think we've had a very competitive non-conference. When you talk about going to Atlantis and playing three really good teams at home, you got a Furman who's really good. You get another neutral court game against Vandy in Chicago. And so we've been so focused on finishing the non-conference. And I know it seems a little weird because we got two ACC games right in the mix of the non-conference, but I think all of these will help prepare us for the stretch run of the ACC.
Do you feel that the offensive schemes and the mentality is going to hold up in ACC play going forward?
I do. I mean, I think, I think one thing we've proven is that we can score the ball. Where I want us to continue to do is get better. I think, and I'm not sure about this, you guys can fact check that, I think we're leading the ACC in scoring. So that's never really been a problem with this team. It's just getting better in other areas. All right. Thanks, guys.